Hello friends, welcome you all. So the topic for today's video is weights in selenium. The question here comes that why do we need weights in selenium? So the reason for that is that when we dealing with the web services, then the web page needs some time to load, and during that load time, that web driver need to interact with the web elements. If the web driver doesn't get sufficient time to interact with the web elements, then it throws some exceptions and our program will not execute further. So for the nicely execution of our program and for no exception conditions, we need to give some weights in our scripts. Then only the program will execute and it will be able to interact with the desired web element. So for that purpose, we have few kinds of basically weights in Selenium. Out of them, first comes the implicit weight. That is the implicit weight, and another one is the explicit weight. Explicit weight. There is one more weight that is known as fluent weight, but in this video I will cover only implicit weight and the explicit weight, because the that fluent weight need even more description. So here this video is focused for the implicit weight and explicit weight. Why do we need implicit weight and why do we need explicit weight? What's the difference between these two? So what's the main difference over here is that implicit weight, it tells the web driver uh, that the web driver need to wait until certain time, right? This implicit wait tells the web driver to wait until certain time, while this explicit wait tells the web driver to wait until certain conditions. And along with this certain condition, it needed within execute within some maximum time range. There is a range for time also. If the if it will not be able to complete or give to match with the certain given conditions within this time frame, then this web driver will throw the exception again. So that's the main difference between these two, that implicit wait will wait until certain will ask the web driver to wait until certain time, and this explicit wait will ask the web driver to wait until certain condition within the given time framework. That is the main difference. Other than that, this implicit wait will be described one time in the whole script. Only one place it will be described, while the explicit wait will be described only for the specific element. We will not be defining our explicit wait for each and every web element, while the implicit wait will be defined one time for each and every web element, and for like page loading time, so that it will wait for the appearance of those elements, right? So those are the two main differences between implicit wait and explicit wait. Now let's go for and check what's the syntax for both of these and where we can use them. Let's come here. I have already created a class name as weights. So in this class, the first thing that we need to do is that we will generate a method, public, we can say void, and just a second guys. Okay. Public void, and let's say because we are initializing it, right? So let's say that init method I want here. Okay, so in this init method, what we need to do, first of all, we need to set the system. It is system dot set property. This method we will be using, and we have to give what? Web driver. First here we have to describe web driver dot chrome dot driver, and here we need to give the path for the web driver where we have kept, and in the last project I have kept it here, and this is the driver, and chrome driver is here, and it is already updated. So we will go to the properties, and I will copy from here and I need to paste it here. Okay, so that's how that's how we just set the system properties. Next thing come here, that we need to create the instance for our Chrome driver. So how we'll be doing that? We will be taking web driver interface, and then driver equals to new, and this will be Chrome driver like that. Now we need to import this interface web driver, and then this Chrome driver class also we need to import. After importing, let's now define our syntax for our implicit wait. So how we will be doing? We will be using driver dot, and we need to so what we need to do, driver dot manage, and then driver dot manage dot timeouts, and then dot implicit wait. Here you can see that its implicit wait will come with long time and time units. So we need to mention these things over here. Let's pick this method, and here we need to give time. So the default time is always 0, right? So we need to change it. Sorry, excuse me. So what do we need to, we will be putting here 10 seconds we can say, and here we need to give time unit dot seconds we can say. Okay, like this we have to give the syntax for implicit wait. What comes next? Next come our URL, driver dot get URL, string URL we just put here, and which URL we want to use. Let's go to Google Chrome, and okay, let's open it here. Let's see that we want this URL for W3 school, and we put it here. Fine, let's save it and execute the code. Before executing, we need the tag for @test, because we will be running this on testng. So let's import it. Library, I already have added testng. If you don't have this library here, first you need to add the library, then import it. Like that we need to do. Okay, then now what we will be doing, we will just run it as here. Okay, save, and okay, our website working properly, and the time frame here is given as 3 seconds. It took 3 seconds. This is important here to notice down, because we will be checking why wait is important. So we can just close it, and our method get run. There is no fail. Each method get pass over here. Now let's have the syntax for our WebDriver wait. So how to define the WebDriver wait here is, we will be using the class WebDriver wait. Let's say the variable name is wait equals to new, and this WebDriver wait again. So we just simply can say, and what we can do here is, here inside this we need to pass the driver, and we need to pass the time, how much time we want our WebDriver to wait. So let's import it first, and after importing it, I imported it, and it will be showing me here that you need to pass here the argument to match the condition. So what we will be passing here, we will pass driver and some time. Let's say I want to pass 30 seconds here. Okay, so after that, what do I need to do? I'll use this wait and dot, and then until when I want it, until the expected, and that will become with the expected conditions dot visibility. There are few conditions that comes with the explicit wait. So let's use this condition first, this visibility of text. I'll show you there are more expected condition, what those conditions are. So visibility of what? Visibility of web element we need to put here. So what is that visibility? Let's say driver dot find, here I'm writing, wait a second, it will be driver dot find element, and this first one we are going to use with the by class, and then just by dot, let's say what is over there, wait a second, we go here, and let's say which element we want to find. Let's say I want to find this login, and let's open our DOM, and for this what do we have here? We have id for this login, so let's select this id. And what can we say here? That by dot id. Okay, by dot id. Okay, we selected it here, and we need to pass the string here. Okay, we pass the string here, and we need to put the colon here, semicolon. Okay, so now this code for syntax for WebDriver wait is explicit wait is ready here, and this is for our implicit wait. That is the syntax format for these two. Now let's execute it and see what will happen. Okay, save, and then see the time frame. So you can check here how much time it will take. It has taken again the like this much time, 3.349 for both the things. Now let me check if our method already get. Wait a second, guys. So our method gets stop over here. Let's close this window, and you have seen here also the time is this much. But now let's see that I'm doing some mistake here, that my login page this login web element, I'm doing some mistake here. Let's say I'm just putting 44444 over here, and now let's save it and execute it and see how much time it will take now. So you can see that it's just running, and let's do it little more side by so we can check. See, it's just running, keep on running, because it's giving the time, the proper time that we mentioned here. It's giving the time to that. So you see, earlier it took only 3 seconds, and now it's showing us 13. Why? Because what we have given in the implicit wait, we have given 10 seconds in the implicit wait. So once it is trying for this one, it will further go and check that how much time extra time it should give for this implicit wait, so that it can find out for the page load if the web element is really present there or not. And if we do here 20 seconds, let's say I'm just doing here 20 seconds and save it, and again I want to execute my code. Let's see what will happen over there. Then it's running, it's keep on running, and it is running, and it will be taking time because we have provided 20 seconds over there, so we need to check until then. So what happened, it's just still taking more time because we have put a 20 second here extra now, so it got stopped. Let's see. So you see here what happened, that it has taken that 20-minute almost 20-minute extra. 2.8 is almost 3 seconds, you can consider, and this is it has taken 20 seconds extra, not minute. Sorry about that, I think I said wrongly said that. So it has taken 20 seconds extra to find out the web element, this web element. So that's the difference basically between these two, this implicit wait and this explicit wait. And other than that, one more thing, because it's got failed now, right? It got failed. So what happened when it is really not able to find out the given web element? What exception it has thrown? Let's check that. So you see, it is showing no such element exception because it was not able to find out that web element over there, so it has thrown the exception over there, no such element exception. So that's how implicit wait and explicit wait works. And I hope it will be pretty clear here. And thank you very much for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you, guys.